Cowabungy. And this is Cowabongo. But the turtles for your 16-bit system are Cowabunga! Holy cow, it's Turtles in Time! The cool arcade game for Super NES. Now with tasty turtle duels. And psych up your Sega Genesis with the Hyper Stone Heist and all new 3D Turtle Crash. So remember, this is Cowabingo. But the turtles for Super NES and Sega Genesis are...
Cowabunga, dude.
I'm the computer man. I'm the Macintosh man with the virus scan. Moving your files all across the land. Some Photoshop filters in After Dark. Get your Microsoft Office, express your quark. Millions of colors with a VRAM chip. How about a system crash that'll make you flip? I'm the computer man. I'm saying Windows 95 is plug and pray. If it's fonts you want, you gotta go to MacWave. Log right on as my personal guest. You'll have Macintosh software on your desk. Send me an email with your request. If it's hardware you want, baby, I'm the best. I'm the computer man.
Get into a computer.
Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear when pilots flew biplanes by the seat of their pants, as you will learn to do in Activision's Barnstorming cartridge. The first step towards earning your wings is to map out each course. In game variation number 1, you must fly through a total of 10 barns in the least time possible. You control the altitude of your plane as well as acceleration via the fire button. Unfortunately, you can't keep the accelerator floored through the whole course. You're going to have to slow down to maneuver your way through flocks of geese. Hit one and it will slow you down. If you forget what obstacle is coming up, fly at a medium altitude that will let you go upward down in time to clear.
I thought I'd break tradition by actually streaming on time and on schedule for once. Gotta wait for the Elgato to cycle over. So wait, the name of that game is Barnstorm? That's pretty cool. You know what? I just realized I'm probably gonna have to drop the audio quite a bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then that old Elgato's gonna have to cycle again. Is that chair and frame? Is that what that is? It was. Hey, I can see clearly. It has been a long time. What you been up to? I was further than that. But I guess I didn't hit a save point. So I started this last night. Played through the first 2 chapters, I thought, but maybe I get to play through them again. Also, somebody said this game had no loading screens. Bullshit. I'm doing okay. I had a good work day. Came home, cooked dinner. Got some mail. Now I'm playing Uncharted. So shit's pretty good. Man, there's so many good games coming out. Which is not, like, people usually say that like it's an obligation. Like, oh, I'm going to play all these games. I am fucking hyped. Uncharted 4 is really, really good. Oh, okay. No, this is about where I was. Doom looks amazing. Drake's getting fucking punched. I think I might need to drop the audio a little bit more. You completed this last night? I'm jealous, man. I'm excited to get into it. Hey, Sandra. Catch that YouTube link. Yeah, Jose, was it about the, somebody made a video explaining the narrative of Dark Souls? I'm not super interested in that stuff. I've seen a few of those already, to be honest. And you ever thought of using actual mics? Kelst, yes. I don't want to get rude, but I can promise you there's not a solution that you have thought of that we haven't already examined. It's not that simple. But guy one-hitting Sullivan? Oh, that. No, I heard about that. I don't really care. I gotta beat up this dude. Want to spread your salt? Hey, Turbid. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to... That's right. Oh! Oh. Kind of waiting for this game to be something other than an impressive button masher. Which it is a very impressive button masher, but... Whoop. Is it even conceivable to, like, counter him? Or do you just hit the buttons until the next cutscene? Yeah, I think you just have to get hit. You guys did a no video about the Steam community, and there were clips of an Earthboundy-looking RPG game. Erdy Cooper, I think you're talking about Undertale, which is very, very good, especially if you like Earthbound. Favorite linear type game. Wolfenstein New Order was really, 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 really good. Dead Space 2 was phenomenal. Half-Life 2, of course. System Shock 2. Muddy. What's up, I'm not cranky. Heard rigging noise on my mic. Hold on a second. Oh, I got killed. Could be my dishwasher? Could be the PlayStation 4. It does look like I'm sending out some kind of level. Like maybe a buzz or something. Huh. I didn't mash hard enough. What's up, Misfit? Yeah, I was hitting the wrong button. Yeah, Dead Space 2, I 100%ed that game, and that game had some pretty fucking awesome achievements, too. That had the one where you had to, like... Sounds like a computer fan. Okay, it's probably my PS4. That's weird. My PS4's behind my mic. I'm surprised that it's picking up. Yeah, I think it's just the PS4. It's whirring kind of loud. Hold on a second. Yeah, that's just the old PS4. It's pretty close to my mic, but this is a directional mic, so I'm kind of surprised it's picking up. Hope it's not too annoying. If it is, I can probably try to move the PS4 somewhere a little more behind things. But yeah, sorry if I sounded prickly about the podcast audio situation. It's just that it's been aggravating me. I'm gonna skip this because I've seen this stuff before, so I apologize. If you guys want a cinematic experience, you should buy the game. So yeah, yes, I apologize for being maybe a little standoffish regarding suggestions about podcast audio. It's just we've been working pretty hard on it, and it's something that's kind of frustrating me. But we're evaluating our options. It's a collusion of a lot of imperfect factors. What's up, Spectre? Oh, Spectre Rapist. I get it now. I don't know why it took me so long to... I don't know why I couldn't read your elite speakified name last time, but there it is. This game is pretty, Cranky. This game is very pretty. Man. It's funny because I've been lamenting for a while that games have kind of hit... Or they don't have the capacity to wow through technology anymore. And thank God this game came out because I was dead fucking wrong. This game is gobsmackingly beautiful. I don't think it has an equal right now. Witcher 3. Just because of the difference in scale of the games. This is so far, extremely linear. The Order actually was really, really pretty as well. And when do the psychic powers comes in? Falling Lotus, there aren't really psychic powers in that game, but... Ancient Elements, hoping for a sequel? I don't think they're... I think EA knows Dead Space as a property has value, but I think they're going to give it time before rebooting. I honestly think they're going to pull a Mirror's Edge with it. I think that... I've been told there won't be another Dead Space because they over-budgeted it and it didn't make enough money. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a really simple way. You guys want subtitles? Yeah, I'll turn subtitles on. That sounds like a really simple way of explaining what was probably a really complicated thing. But yeah, I guess you could definitely boil it down to cost too much, didn't earn enough money. Then again, that's every video game that doesn't get made to infinity is because of that. Is it under accessibility? No? Display? No? Game? There it is. It's interesting to me there's still no standard where subtitles are. When you get to more expansive locations in the game, it takes your breath away. Yeah, Angel Muse, I'm looking forward to that. It's the most open of all the Uncharted games. That's what I've heard, J-Rod. I'm really excited to get there. This game is a really long wind-up, which honestly, I don't mind. I wish games had... were longer-winded. Like, the Call of Duties of the world are so attention deficit. Because, you know, they put them in front of a focus group. The focus group gets bored because you're dealing with the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. And they change their intended vision or their intended pacing due to the feedback of dumb assholes who can't stop eating cheeseburgers. I much prefer this. I feel like Naughty Dog had a vision, and they gave it the pacing it needed. If this game were made by any other company, like the whole segment with young Drake, which is essentially a climbing tutorial, I'm sure it would have been a fifth as long. They would have cut a lot of dialogue. Yeah. I don't know. Just kind of waxing on and on. I love games that are just long and slow. Because so few games now are. It's all in your face, all right away. The irony being I'm about to play Doom, hopefully. And that's probably the opposite of that, so whatever. As usual, it's a mix. It's amazing this came out considering the janitor had to do all the work before everyone left. Huh? That's a reference I don't think I get. Only getting Infinite Warfare for Modern Warfare? Riley Avani, I think there's a lot of people like that. Battlefield 1 looks legit. It does. I'm excited for Battlefield 1. I'm just excited for any Battlefield. Oh, the Naughty Dog talent that left. Yeah. I mean, it was only like 2 or 3 people, right? I mean, they were big names, but... Alright. Doom finished downloading. It's not released yet. Okay, I guess I have to wait till exactly Eastern. At least I hope it's tonight. Can you put the volume up on the game? Yes. Yes, I can. Sorry, I adjusted it pretty far down because I didn't want to, you know, it's going to reboot the Elgato again, but... There we go. The audio come back, and there it is.
What do you want? The riches of paradise. It's a metaphor.
Unlocks in 52 minutes, yeah.
You and your friends did not pay
Midnight Eastern. My brother fun house member loves Overwatch. What about me? Yes, I massively enjoy Overwatch. I played it for like 6 hours straight on Saturday with Stephanie. Doom is on PC. Bought it before I cooked dinner. This is if I ever get a game, this is kind of the habit I get into. I'll like buy it, let it download while I'm cooking, and then by the time I'm done eating, usually it's downloaded.
How you gonna get up there, anyways?
Climb. Oh, unless, of course, you want to do it since you want in and all.
Just don't break your neck.
Frankie, it's like game developers are scared nowadays to take the risk of having slow-paced developed story and character development. I was a nice breath for everyone when there are slow-paced games. I agree. I agree. I think it's very fundamental. I really do believe it's an issue of focus testing, which I believe more and more to be diminishing return. I think it's a really bad idea.
There we go, piece of cake.
I think that's ultimately what leads to a game that has a strong artistic vision being compromised and eventually blowing out the IP. I think that's what happened to Mass Effect. The first Mass Effect had such a strong vision behind it, and then by Mass Effect 3, it was exactly like every other cover-based shooter. Recharging abilities, like just the most dumbest gameplay. I have not seen Lawrence of Arabia. No. Metal Gear Solid 4, is that a slow-paced or a cinematic game? Fuck, man, it's hardly a game. It is bonkers, though. That game is nuts. I kind of want to play it again. I really didn't like it the first time I saw it, or played it. Let's see, so that's where my verbiage goes. Whoops. Oh well, fuck it. Just because it was so insane and pointless, but I think now I might have more patience for it if I just don't think of it as a Metal Gear Solid game, which I think is important. Because after Act 1, it's not really a Metal Gear Solid game anymore. Hey, Artistic Zombie, what's up? White Flux, I don't think I'm going to get a 1080. As pretty as they are, and as much as I love tech, and as much as I'd like to have one, just to have it, I don't need it. I don't think I would use it. It's I think it's overkill for my needs right now. Now that may change if or when I get an Oculus, because that's a pretty hefty bear on the system. You like Metal Gear Solid 5? Yes. God, I loved it. Wasn't Undertale, Rogueport, Red Nightmare. Huh. I'll have to check that out. Sometimes think I could be like Pete Holmes playing Batman on College Humor. I am not sure exactly what that means, but I'm gonna go ahead and assume that that's a compliment. Because Batman is great. He's angry. Maybe get a 1080 next year when the price goes down. I mean, Jose, what's up, Ethan or Ethan's? It relates entirely around whether or not I need it, and I just don't need it. I have a 980 Ti, and it massacres every game. I can play Witcher 3 on like ultra settings. Oop. Oh boy, that's no good. Pretty much. I don't get a solid buttery 60 out of Witcher 3. Also because I'm playing on 1440p, which actually does put a bigger hit on the system than 1080 by a pretty significant margin. Come on, Drake. Should need an upgrade for a while. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, if I went to 3 monitors, like 4K gaming, then yeah, 1080 would... I would definitely need that, but not yet. How long has this been going on? Oh, you mean life? 6 billion years? Or do you just mean my stream? Because that's 17 minutes. Will you be able to live when your VR waifu comes? Well, Clumsy, I already have a real waifu. But I guess it's not the same. Clearly digital waifus are better. What's up, Borak? That's a lie. Real waifus are better. Quantum Break stuttered pretty intensely in some spots. Jose, I heard about that. That was just kind of a weird problem with the game engine or something. I did get a code for Quantum Break on PC, but I've already beaten it like twice on Xbox One, so I don't really need to play it again. It's a bummer because I didn't know how they were going to send the codes out. It turns out that they just send you a message on Xbox. Like it's in your inbox, which I never really look at. So
Onward and upward.
when you edit, do you have rules when to cut? You mean like how to cut? Like, is there a style guide? Not really, no. I definitely try to follow the style or what's expected of any show that I'm cutting and try to slip into that style, but no, we don't have like a book that tells us how to do it. You just gotta get good. It wouldn't even launch till you updated your drivers. Oof. What's up, Meyer Laney? RT is burning down. Wait, what? What are you talking about? From all that card money they're getting? Borak, I guess there might be spoilers, but I'm still really early in the game. I'm like, this is still what I would consider tutorial territory. I gotta climb up there. Yep! Ha! Creative freedom, yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, of course we have creative freedom. I mean, to a point. If it's not funny, Bruce won't put it up. And it is your job as an editor to make the video that your producer wants. Oh, former Ruby animator posted this huge ranting letter. Oh boy. What I guess I'll hear about that eventually. What's up, Bomberman 306? Man, I don't... Is that an actual reference to the video game character Bomberman, or are you being edgy like I bomb things? How hype I'd be if you could hang out with Zach Yanner in a video? That would be really cool. I've never met him, but he seems like a really awesome dude. There's 2 ways to go here. I'm gonna assume Treasure's gonna be this way since it seems more... Wait, no? This way might be Treasure? Where Treasure? Don't comment on it unless you read it. Yeah. That, I'd like to think that a rule like that would be not need to be said, but that is absolutely true. Gabe Dog, I don't really care much about Pokemon. It's awesome, and I like that it exists, and I'm glad that people play it, but I played Pokemon a long time ago. I played a few of them. I like finished a few of them. I 100%ed Red and Blue, or rather just Red. Got the 151, and I figured, all right, I know what Pokemon's all about. I played them up through the Game Boy Advance era, and then I was pretty much done. Some heavy shit. The letter. Read it during your lunch break. Ew. Okay, well, I'll check it out. So I'm not asking anyone to summarize it for me because I don't want, like, don't really want to get opinion mixed with fact. But if I were to assume, I'm going to assume it's basically a burnout, like dude worked too hard. I read this before. I basically watched Stephanie play it. Oh boy, here we go. Okay. An open letter to all who treasured Monty Ohm. Oh, jeez. 36 pages. How did he have enough time to write all this? Alright. Well, what does this have against Rooster Teeth then? I mean, just at a scan, it seems like it's purely about... Is it like... Okay, never mind. Man, I don't know. Don't read a TLDR, it's pretty rough. Okay, I'll try to find time for that. How do you know everything ever? I don't, Ancient. I would hope that I'm pretty upfront about saying what I don't know, which is a lot. I think I just have a way of speculating on things that makes it sound like definitive. And if that's the case, then I should probably be more clear about when I'm just talking and when I'm saying things that I have first-hand experience with. Okay. That's a TLDR? Okay, alright. Okay, well... Okay, it makes sense then why,
This is pretty awesome.
why that would rub some people the wrong way. It's usually not a good idea to speak on behalf of those that have passed, especially in the company of people that knew him. I didn't, so I am thoroughly unqualified to comment on this issue, and I think that's probably where I'll stop talking.
Man, Sam is missing out.
Just finished the campaign today. Yeah, it's some people are finishing it. It's pretty long apparently, which is awesome. I'm just glad that games like this still get made. Like, props to Sony
Here we go.
for
Burns his cell.
enabling Naughty Dog to do this kind of thing.
Cell?
Hey Fred,
More like a suite.
how's the going? It's going.
Okay.
It says you're playing Mother up top. Oops. I thought no? Oh, it does say that. My bad.
All these squiggles and scratches must mean something.
That's what somebody was talking about. Okay, I fixed it, but knowing Twitch, it'll probably take a while to kick in. Oh, I can't just solve it. Excited for Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. I would be if I had beaten The Witcher. So, actually restarted The Witcher just to get back into it. Blood and Wine looks really, really good.
Something like this on the
I read about it. Actually got to play it a little bit.
Oh, that's part of this.
So,
Here's the other half.
yeah.
Now then,
It's, I don't know how they can make game content that's so high quality
that's more like it.
and so,
Okay,
so
consider
good.
the
Damn.
example.
PS4 worth it just for the exclusives? I would say so, but
Scorpio sign.
then again, I really like video games.
10 and 2. X and II.
I dislike how Activision took the rights to Crash Bandicoot and didn't do anything. Well, I mean, Ancient, what would you prefer? That the people who made it move on to make the thing they want to make? Or that Activision give the property out to a million other developers who run it into the ground? I don't know. I think a lot of people suddenly, out of nowhere, went fucking nuts for Crash Bandicoot because of nostalgia. And God help anyone if they ever made any other Crash Bandicoot game because people would flame them alive. Just like it would happen with Doom.
Back.
I mean, granted, I think it's all going to work out okay in the end. People seem to have gotten over their shitty knee-jerk nostalgia hate. But what could possibly, like, what could Crash Bandicoot possibly be like now that that would live up to it? Like, you would have to create a radically new kind of platformer.
Down we go.
that doesn't play like Crash Bandicoot and just call it Crash Bandicoot and somehow like have that be spiritually accurate. I don't know, man. That's a losing proposition. All the way around. Because if you just had like an on rails platformer like Crash Bandicoot, that's like an endless runner. Those exist. There's a million of them. They're all free. I don't know exactly what people want or think that they want. It's kind of like the Final Fantasy VII remake thing. People just want to be 14 and play that game again for the very first time. And a game developer cannot do that. That is not something that happens in this world. They need to make Crash Bandicoot Racing? I thought they did. Doesn't that exist? Yeah, it has to be exactly the same, but also new and fresh, and nothing we've ever seen before. But not so different that it's not like the old new one. It's yeah. Oop, whoa. Oh, thank you, Kurt Stryker. Yeah, it's... I don't know, I feel like... I feel like the podcast lately have been a little too headspacey. Oh shit. Oh. We need to get back to just like bullshitting a little bit. It's tough though. I think we need to. There's a balance to be struck there. Yeah. Speaking of F7, people were so mad. Square was pretty obvious about wanting to make money on it, like a company is supposed to. Yeah. You can remaster Crash Bandicoot and get millions of nostalgic fans, just like Call of Duty with Modern Warfare. Infinite Warfare would get the sales if it isn't selling the old game. So I just like HDify it? Can't you buy it on PlayStation Network? You can just... I'm pretty sure you can on PlayStation Now or on PlayStation 3. There are ways to play that game. Unless I'm totally wrong. What's up, Miranda? I could be wrong. What do you think about Disney stopping self-publishing now and just licensing out titles? Frankie, I think that's a lot of people's first indication to just how tight of a ship Disney runs. I have no insider information here, so in the interest of being perfectly clear, this is 100% speculation. But I would speculate that Disney got all of the sales data because they hit it with Marvel and they hit it with Star Wars, the two big properties they had. So they had their sales graph, right? And Star Wars, bang, okay, good. Marvel, bang, good. And then, okay, now we've had our debuts, Star Wars pack, whatever. Okay, we got a bump, still going down. Marvel, another bump, still going down. The bumps get smaller every time you release a line. And I guarantee you they can use that stuff to project how long the line is going to be profitable. And they probably just hit a point where they were like, okay, right now we can see that we only have 1.5, 2 years of profit left, and let's just axe it now. Like because that's 1.5 of 2 years of investing and like a bunch of people pushing and scraping for more promotion and more budget when the market has already kind of demonstrated that it's not sustainable. And maybe it is sustainable, but not at the rate that Disney Corporation wants it to be, because they know how to make money. Holy fuck, do they know how to make cash? And I think that's the evidence. That something can be good, but it can be not good enough. And I think this Infinity was not good enough. Not in terms of quality, in terms of market performance, in terms of money. So, you know, that's one of those things. Play Crash on PS3? Oh, yeah. From Balanced Out Like the Podcast, could be a bit less deep on some topics, but the musings and questions posed are good additions for sure. Always adds to the quality. Yeah, it's, there's a variety of opinions on it. There's a really interesting thread on the subreddit right now about the role of gameplay in the podcast. Some people like that it adds a different flavor. Some people think it's purely distraction. I think it's both. And, like, I guess I never wanted to make a podcast that was just, you know, a bunch of dudes talking about nerd shit. There's plenty of those on the internet. So yeah, while it's a superficial twist, it is a twist of some kind. And some people even commented on exactly what my intention was, which is replicate you and your bros just sitting around playing games and chatting, which was always some of my favorite times. And even if, like, Bro found it so weird that IGN did a 2-week-long set of features about Disney Infinity. At the end, they announced they're going to stop production at all. Yeah, Frankie, that was probably just poor timing. What I find kind of distasteful, maybe the wrong word, right word, but it seems really strange to me that, like, the outpouring, the posthumous outpouring of support. And the thing that sticks in my mind is I really wonder how many of those writers and gaming personalities on Twitter paid for those figures. Because they're really expensive. And sometimes I wonder, like, yeah, I feel like I don't want to accuse anyone of anything, because I really don't think it's as, like, it's so easy to say, look at all these corrupt dudes with their corruption and their free corrupt shit. Instead, I just wonder, like, you know, if you get free toys for a while and all of a sudden your free toys go away, you get mad about that. I do think that inherently your perspective changes when you have to buy something and pay full market price for it. Kind of makes it a little easier to understand why something might go out of business. Hear that some of the skins and whatnot that we unlocked may not transfer over? Yeah, Artistic Zombie, I thought none of them were going to transfer over. They did proper documentaries on them. Huh, that's interesting. Well, props to IGN for doing that before they got canceled. Let's see here. Even if y'all did go up on nerd shit for a time, the specific environment you created with the podcast is something I've been able to find elsewhere between about 6 or 7 other podcasts. You mean just the interactions of the people, Jose? Doom unlocks in 1 hour. Yeah. Well, like, what, 33 minutes now, right? The nerd stuff you guys discuss is adult nerd stuff, which is cool. I'm sick of watching man babies yell on the internet about BVS and Civil War. Well, to be honest, Texify, that's what we did. CPM Maverick, I do listen to podcasts, yeah. Yeah, Haunted Milk. I really like playing as Mercy. That revive can be so clutch.
So how much does he know? Enough that he wants a cut.
How far into the gameplay for U4? You mean Uncharted 4? Here. Chapter 2. It was the adult way for adults. I gotcha. Didn't know until today. I threw a cup. Threw a cup at the guy who told you. Legit devoted to getting some of the cute stuff for Diva. Artistic Zombie. I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that. Should get rid of the stupid background gameplay and replace it with alcohol. I mean, I would love to do that too, but we stream at 10 o'clock in the morning. Your dad came back today and a few days ago. Ugh, he didn't hit on you again, did he? Or did he get better at hitting on you at least? Tales from the Magic Tavern. I think I have heard of that. Mr. Ron Galvan.
It's hollow. Why would one of Avery's men go
What do I think about Battlefield 1? I'm excited for it, but I would be excited for any Battlefield. If it were Battlefield 5 and it was just the next Battlefield, I would still be excited. I'm a little more excited.
It's not Jesus.
Read the inscription.
Are you absolutely sick of every play of the game being a Bastion? Well, River Salmon, they're not in my games. Hoi 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 hoi. I mean, a lot of them are. Not to sound too superior, but this is the phase that like went through in the closed beta too. Bastion used to play the game every game, and then people learned how to deal with Bastion. It's an evolution of the meta. People are gonna get there. Once Overwatch comes out, it'll be a week or two of Bastion mopping up, and then people will figure it out. I've heard of the band Sunstroke Project. No, I have not. I went around never moving as Bastion. Artistic Zombie, no. He did. He also told me he was getting a divorce. This is normal stuff you tell a person who looks like they're 14. Give you a hella good tip. Oh, Jesus, Artistic. Fucking take the money and continue to tell him to fuck off. And if he keeps giving you money, you can just keep taking it. Who needs a boy girlfriend when you have DS, Dark Souls 3 and Bastion to fuck you and not look you in the eye every night? Damn right. How do you deal with Bastion? Beating Bastion is really pull out Fair and snipe him. Yep. So Fair is good, especially if... So you can hit Bastion with splash damage. Basically, you line up with him where there's a wall in the way. So like say Bastion's right here. You line up as Farah and shoot like right there, and then just hit him with splash. 3 or 4 splash damages, if the Bastion is stupid and doesn't move, most Bastions are stupid and don't move, you'll kill him. And then your team will have about 10 to 15 seconds of no Bastion to push in and take the point, which isn't always enough, but when Bastion comes back, you just take him out again in the same way. Widowmaker's pretty good at Bastion. Diva surprisingly can be good at Bastion, but you have to know how to do it. You basically have to put on the bullet shield, fly at him, bop him out of the way, and then hopefully he's disoriented enough that you can shoot him to death with your little shotgun cannons. Genji is an amazing anti-Bastion. Again, provided that you're dealing with stupid Bastions. Oh, that's so fucking cool. You just do his reflect, and Genji will kill himself in about 2.5, like a second and a half. It's really fast. Yeah, Kitty, definitely. Well, thank you, Vashkas. Appreciate that. He used to have a shield, a turret. Yep. Downgraded stream quality right when he threw that punch and it turned into an 80s music video. Play the multiplayer for Uncharted. I didn't. I've heard it's good though. Oh. Devon May for best waifu? Yeah, no, I agree. May is round. She's pleasant. Although Symmetra is pretty fucking... Actually, you know what? All the dudes except for Roadhog and maybe Junkrat, but all the ladies are pretty awesome in Overwatch. Even Uncharted game. I mean 2 for now, but 4 is pretty amazing so far. I haven't gotten to the game yet, but oh, Jose, no one really gives a shit about. Hey, what's up, Ironwing? No one really gives a shit about Dark Souls 3 multiplayer. I'm really the only one who's playing the single player, to be honest. So, at least as far as I know, I think Omar is playing it. Maybe? May is great. Diva's shaped like a wifey. She's the closest you get to an anime girl.
Took you long enough. We almost got killed.
Can the whole game be your waifu? I hope so. What's up, Mr. Morgan Farts? Hello. Did you go to college? Toasty Smo, I did. This looks similar to Assassin's Creed. The climbing, yeah. The shooting, not really. And you know it's not open world, so. They're all shaped like my future wives. Man, Iron Wang, you get the whole rainbow then. I look like your uncle? I guess I do, yeah. That means your uncle's a good-looking man. Most of you guys have found us play console or PC. Frankie, pretty even mix. I think we tend more to PC. Yes, Artistic Zombie. I've seen a lot of very interesting and stimulating fan art of Overwatch. Iron Avenger. Wow, got 1 month to the. Have a Mermaid Sonico? What? I didn't know Mermaid Sonico existed. I guess it makes sense. There's every other kind of Sonico.
Looks like we have a deal.
Yes, we have a deal. And if you ever cross me...
Ooh. There's not enough May fan art? River Salmon, I don't know about that. There's plenty. Just punch in Source Filmmaker May, and you'll get your money's worth.
That's that.
$15?
You want to find out?
That is a...
Guys, what are we doing here? Sticking to the plan. Was this part of the plan?
When it comes to donk for money ratio, you come out pretty good on that one.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah, Toasty Smo, computer science.
Damn it.
Rafe, where are we going here?
The lighthouse. Marcus said the boat is right under the lighthouse.
But which way?
I don't know. Get outside.
Not enough May porn art. Ancient Elements again. There's a lot.
Get in.
The window.
Yeah, Iron Avenger, thank you. You can pretty much find it anywhere. $3 more. One second. Gotta look at this Supersonico. Wow, that is a cute mermaid. Man, those marshmallow boobs. Oh, Sonico. Internship somehow is paid. No, PC Viking, they are not. Oops, didn't do it fast enough. And because they are not paid, there are some pretty intense restrictions about it. You have to be enrolled in school and have a class where you get credit for it. Otherwise, it's illegal. You said fan art, and I said porn art. Large difference. There's both. Home for RTX? Cool. You don't have to get us gifts, but I thank you for that. People getting choppy frames? I hope not. Should be all locked up. My monitor looks, or my program monitor looks pretty smooth. How'd you get from computer science to editing at Funhouse? Did you edit when you were at Inside Gaming? I did not, actually. I picked up editing on my own. How did I get from one to the other? Basically, let's see. Sign up for your class? Cool. I'm getting distracted. So I did have a job coding. A couple, actually. When I graduated college, I got an entry-level coding position. Worked there for about 1.5 years. Decided that I didn't like that job, and that I spent so much time working, I really needed to get a job that I actually enjoyed. So then I started transitioning over. I got a contracting gig doing like web development and Perl scripting and stuff. And then basically had like a loose schedule at that point. So I was able to work for like 30 hours a week. And then spend the rest of the time, and a lot of extra free time, volunteering for blogs and stuff like that. And then one of the guys that I volunteered with on a particular blog, years later, was employed at Machinima. And then when they were looking for freelance writers, because at the time they were just throwing money at written reviews to get on Metacritic, I was one of the contractors that then started doing written reviews for Inside Gaming. And that's basically how my work relationship started with Machinima, and how I started working for Inside Gaming. I just worked remotely for a long time, writing a lot of reviews, pitching like written features and things like that. And then they eventually launched a news blog. I was basically the showrunner for that. And just kind of continued to grow from there. Basically, it's over a number of years, it's just been working hard, maintaining good relationships with people that I work with, maintaining a good work reputation, and then that over the span of years parlayed itself into multiple opportunities that I took advantage of and kind of did my best. Ever think about getting back into programming? Not really. I like what I do too much to ever really second guess it. I've never seen Grandma's Boy, but I need to. I feel like at the time it would have maybe been a little too close. It would have hurt a little bit. Huh. Would you ever join the military? Sure. Like, if my job went away and I couldn't get any kind of work anywhere else, yeah, why not?
Sam! Come on! I'll pull you up! I got you! Come on! No! No, you hold on! Hold on! Sam! Give me your other arm! Come on, reach! No! Sam!
Ugh. Rough. Oh, Grandma's Boy? I'll watch it. And also, now that we're a little bit away from that moment in pop culture, gaming culture was kind of weird and dumb in like 2006. You're too opinionated for the military? Oh, Bert, I can keep my mouth shut when I need to. In fact, I typically don't shoot my mouth off when I'm not like on camera or talking to people. I'm a pretty quiet guy, believe it or not. Pretty introspective. So if I'm in a situation where nobody cares what I think, I just stay quiet. I don't need people to listen to me.
I'm coming.
Poor Sam. Whoops. You into horror games? I did like Until Dawn. I only played it once, though. Kind of don't want to play it again. Nearly got recruited when I was at a fashion college when a bunch of the soldiers there recruited started yelling to you about military tailors. Huh, interesting. Yeah, late title card, like at an hour and a half, 2 hours into the game. That's how slow the wind-up is for this game, but I actually really like that. Advice about asking your boss for a raise. Well, Dog Poundorado. That's a very sticky situation, and I think it depends massively on the existing relationship you have with your boss, and the kind of raise you're asking for, and how long you've been there, and all sorts of circumstances. But what works for me, again, depending on your boss, is to make it very clear that you're not happy with your compensation and you think you're worth more. The most direct way is to get competing job offers. Go interview at other places. Have them offer you more, then go to your boss and say, I have this offer on the table for me right now. Or typically it's nicer to give your boss a heads up, be like, hey, I'm not happy with my level of compensation. If you don't give me a raise, I'm going to start looking. And depending on how good you are at your job and how much your boss values you, that will factor in there. If your boss is like, fine, go look, I don't give a shit, then go look. And then if you get a competing offer that's better, give your boss a chance to beat it. Say, I got this other offer. If you want to keep me, you're going to have to do better or I'm going to leave. And then actually mean that you, actually mean that. Like, actually leave. So, that's what's worked for me. But that doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Who edited the GTA today? I don't remember. But it wasn't me. I can't remember. Or just start looking for other work, but don't tell your current employer. Sometimes they'll fire you if you know you're leaving anyway. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it depends entirely on your relationship with your boss. Yeah, Troy Baker is Sam.
Made it to the bottom.
It's the ending of the game or the opening? It is the opening.
No, not yet anyway. You got any pings from up there?
Competing job offer can also typically dissolve relationship with your boss, but it's about knowing how much you're worth as an employee. I mean, yeah, Frankie, again, it depends on your relationship with your boss. If your boss is like super business type and not very personal, then you can talk to him in those terms. Be like, hey, I got this other offer. If you want to keep it, that's fine. But if your boss is like friendly, or he considers you guys to have a personal relationship, then yeah, you have to take a little bit of a lighter touch. But I mean, ultimately, and even though I've been accused of bringing this up too much, the free market decides what you are paid. So if you have another job offer that will pay you more, that is what you are worth. And it's up to you to find that. Need more drunk souls? You guys need to poison yourself more often for your entertainment? I mean, we're going to do Drunky 3. That's the next drunk thing we're going to do. Believe me, I would love it. Well, not now. I'm trying to lose weight, so I'm not drinking much, but provided I get to my fitness goals, I would love it if we could drink on the clock all the time. The series of drunk videos worried you? Oh, no, we're fine. Don't worry about it. Try not to worry about it too much. We're all very safe. And even though we do get sloshed, it's not that bad. At least not for me. I don't... No one else, like, gets hurt. People just... They get drunk, they go home, they have dinner, they drink water. Everybody's fine the next day. Was that a sparkle? It is a sparkle. Yay! Slightly turn up the game audio? Yeah, Adam. You tweeted that at me, right? Yeah, I got a scary yell voice, I guess. Oh, hello there.
Hey, I got something
Oh.
here. Oh, rust. White color. Let me hit the...
What? Okay, Iron. What is your job offer? Here, I'm bumping up the audio because somebody asked. I'll come work with you if I can drink on the clock. I don't know, though. Comic book culture, I don't know much about it. I feel like I would be cast out. Bye, Fred. E3 is kind of a whole day affair where the alcohol lasts the whole day. Lansing, it depends on the schedule of the presentations. We're going to do what we did last year. Basically, live stream all the conferences and then just kind of heckle over them.
Ah, there you are. I found it.
Alright. How's it look?
It's beat up, but intact.
The scariest thing that's happened to me? I don't know, I'd have to think about that for a while.
Well, the axles are in good shape.
That's retail, but the less shitty side of retail? Oh man, I don't know.
Sounds like a plan.
I feel like I barring some incredible life circumstance, I've graduated from retail.
I can see the cargo.
Not that I think it's bad, but put in a lot of time working retail.
I'm gonna have to go inside for that. Stand by.
I think it'll be the best thing to come out of E3 this year. Oh shit, man! I was gonna say the NX, but I guess they're not doing that anymore.
All right, here we
Or
go.
are they? Are they still doing that? I felt like I was watching somebody get yelled at by their parents. I guess I have dad voice, yeah. Disapproving.
Whoa. Morning, fellas.
Fishy, fishy.
Well, looks like
Yeah, they got hit by a tornado. Ooh. Shittiest job you've ever had.
Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3. Okay, by my count, we're shy 2 crates.
I guess the job that made me the least happy
How about you come up first, get a fresh
was the one that
The crate's gotta be nearby. I got this.
the entry level coding position I had right out of college. It was not very fulfilling. It was stressful.
Pinned beneath the trailer.
I was not in a good place.
crate first.
Didn't have some pretty necessary social skills.
Paid the big bucks.
It was just a bad combination.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird because, you know, my dad had dad yell. So I guess, you know, that's genetics for you.
One down, one to go. Secure it in the trailer. We're nearly at
Data entry jobs, yeah, those are pretty bad. Working at Starbucks is both good and shitty. I can see that. Was it like that place in Mr. Robot? A little bit, yeah. Cubs fan, yeah, this game does pick up. At least that's what I've been told.
Alright, that's 1 crate.
You love working retail? That's awesome.
We're right
Katarina, don't take it to sound like I'm talking bad about them. Did your dad have chronic hernias? No, not that I know of. Brittany has the most formidable dad yell. Retail's fine. I spent a long time in retail, so it's kind of, to me, it's like a whole chapter of my life that would be weird to go back to in any regard. I worked retail for, I want to say 10 years, maybe. No, not that long. Maybe like 8. But it was quite a long time. In all kinds of different stores. Worked like Best Buy, Staples, GameStop.
Okay, got the cable.
Never. No, I did do a comic book store. I remember that now. It was hardly a real job though. Like no one went in there. So it was mostly just me fucking around with my friends, and then I would occasionally ring somebody up.
Yeah, that's 1.
Alright, you watch your oxygen now.
Second job in retail is terrifying because you have no idea anyone you work with is. Yeah, you'll get to know him slowly. Good evening, Lil Godzilla. That's a really cute name. Guys, I don't have a hernia anymore. It's gone. It's fixed. It was just the one.
And that's 2. Okay, trailer secure.
Yeah, Morgan Fritz, I agree. Retail teaches you how to deal with assholes and makes you appreciate other retail workers even more, especially food service. Absolutely. Hey, what's going on? How are you? Gotta get that other box.
Okay. That enough?
Yeah, plenty. Just don't drop it on me.
No promises.
Okay.
Get another hernia,
Got the
for
other
fuck's
crate.
sake.
I'm gonna
Favorite
start
characters in
moving.
Overwatch? I really like Soldier. I like Diva. Reinhardt, just because no one plays Reinhardt and I had to learn to like him. Got some good times in his Roadhog, actually.
There you go.
Junkrat's kind of fun. It is high noon. I don't play McCree very much. I like Mercy, Lucio, Zenyatta. I like all the support characters. They're all really fun. Haunted Milk, that's not true, actually. A hernia is not a hole in the lining of your stomach muscles. Bruce is your boss, who's his boss? Somebody you probably don't know, so it would just be a name to you.
Maybe you should hang out then. See if you can find some other
How's the recovery for my hernia? Gaben? Gaben 1?
Nah, I'm good.
It was,
Right up.
Love one.
Let me know when you're on the sling.
it was fine. It was, the only aggravating thing about it was I had to stop working out for like 6 weeks.
Going up.
So, it was frustrating, basically, to get to a point where I started really getting some fitness, started realizing some fitness goals, and then basically have to slide back into that.
Oh, better now that I'm out of that river. It'll stink like fish for a week.
Yeah, Iron Wing Diva is really fun to play.
We're gonna come to you.
And her defense matrix is so nuanced. You can use it on some really cool stuff. You can use it to completely, like, nullify a Pharah ult or a McCree ult. Pretty cool stuff. Been working food service since you were 14. You're 19 now, so 5 years. True story of the pimp that came through your drive-thru. That's awesome, man. Yeah, you meet a lot of really, I would say, like, working food service taught me to, like, interact with all kinds of different people. It's really eye-opening just how many different people there are in the world. What's the total cost of everything that happened to my hernia? I don't know. That's tough. I'm still paying bills on it, actually. Can see clearly, yeah, he would, actually. It's funny that you noticed that. I noticed that, too, when I watched Stephanie play, but I didn't bring it up, but... Yeah, he's not supposed to surface that quickly.
Thanks. Whoa, this tank's kind of light. I'm just making your job easier, right?
Play the game. Has to be way deeper for the bends? Not really, no. It depends... It depends how long you've been down and how deep you've gone. So you're half right. So
Gotta say that wasn't the slowest dive I've ever sat through.
basically, what happens is since air is mostly nitrogen,
Nah, you know what's stunning?
and
The smell.
this is actually something I know because I'm open water
I
certified.
don't know, man. I kind of like it. Reminds me of your mom.
Gross.
That's cold, man. I'm gonna tell her you said
Since
that.
you so there are two ways to scuba dive. I'm gonna say all this shit. You can either do normal compressed air, which is just taking atmospheric air, compressing it, and then putting it into a tank, and then you breathe it. No, you never get acclimated to nitrogen narcosis or the bends. That's not something that happens. What you can do is get more oxygen-rich air. So the problem is when you inhale compressed air, and you're at a level of compression under the ocean, just the raw pressure of everything around you forces more nitrogen into your bloodstream than is normally there. Because normal air that we breathe is like 70% nitrogen. So you end up getting more nitrogen in your bloodstream. The problem is when you decompress and come up, the nitrogen that is normally like the gas that's in your blood can suddenly expand and become gas bubbles. And then that shit hits your heart, or it affects with the oxygen flowing to your brain, makes you either really loopy or kills you because you get a heart attack. So that's why you have to come up slowly so your body can actually regulate and breathe out all the excess nitrogen. Or you can drink more, or you can breathe more oxygen-rich air that is lower in content than nitrogen. Doesn't have a lot to do with how quickly you resurface. Yes, it does. You don't want to resurface faster than air goes up. So you have to kind of surface very slowly so your body does. So basically, oxygen doesn't expand in your arteries. Or sorry, air, not just oxygen. Now you are kind of right in that if you're not that deep, you don't have to worry about it because less nitrogen gets compressed into your bloodstream. But in his case, they were noting multiple times that he was almost out of air. So he had spent almost his entire tank underwater. Can't you breathe out as you're coming up? So yes, Cubs, you do that as well, but that's not for nitrogen narcosis. That is because you have air in your lungs, and if you hold your breath while you ascend, it will pop your lungs like a balloon. Because as the pressure around you goes down, air expands, and you can literally pop your lungs like a like a sack of it's a sack of air inside your chest, and it will rupture. The really scary thing is compression is logarithmic.
How much longer are you gonna be?
We just got this thing out of the water. Give us an hour or so.
So like the last 20 feet is the most dangerous because it's like double compression in that last 20 feet. There are stories about like people scuba diving in their swimming pool, and like somebody will swim down, they'll give them a hit off their regulator, and then they'll hold their breath and surface, and then that will like fuck them up inside because they breathe compressed air and then just shoot right to the surface. So I'm gonna do an interview for Doom or Uncharted or any other game in the future. Moody, I would like to, but it's dependent entirely on our free time, and we have less and less of that these days. So
Come on, let's go see what you brought us.
Ancient Elementals, you're gonna go pouring it
How
up.
about you let someone else be point man next time? You've earned a break.
It's kind of interesting. Not only did they hit every
Drive over being at the office any day.
cross section of gender and ethnicity, but also every kind of body type and personality. So basically, any type of human being you want to see get down, you can.
Hey, competition's tough.
Surviving the cut, I did see some of that. Yeah, I don't know that I saw all of it.
Care to do the honors?
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
Are you liking the game? Moody and I like it a lot, but I'm not that far. The game hasn't even started yet. Damn it. It's 8:57. I'm so close to playing Doom. I'm really excited. I'm excited to play Doom.
Look at that. Struck copper.
Well, you'd be surprised how much this stuff is worth. Clients paying good money for the full cover.
Sure you don't want to just melt it down, make some pennies?
Come on, let's go celebrate.
No.
First round's on me.
Bar hopping with you guys?
How long does it take to upload a whole stream to your YouTube?
It's all the same to you. I think I'm just gonna do the paperwork and get home and crash.
I don't know. I usually don't sit around for it. I had a bend when I was 19 from 17 meters. Shit is awful. I had bubbles in my spinal tissue and legs went numb. Oh, Jesus Christ, Iron. That's bad. Nope. Stephanie's home. All right. Quick break. I'm gonna go say hi. Be back in a bit.
I'm the computer man. I'm the Macintosh man with the virus scan. Moving your files all across the land.
Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear when pilots flew biplanes by the seat of...
Live from Universal Studios Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Terry Lee Torok.
Woo! Yeah! You ready? Woo! Thank you. I don't get this at home. Welcome to Universal Studios Hollywood. This is the playing field of the future. The unprecedented 1990 Nintendo World Championships. For us, it was a year that began back March 7th, 1990. That was the day when 11 semi-truck trailers unleashed the Nintendo Power Fest upon Dallas, Texas. An incredible moment at that. Traveling coast to coast across the country, from Seattle to Miami, New York to Los Angeles, searching for the best in the business, the top guns of Nintendo. The players you are about to meet today, ladies and gentlemen, are truly the best in the business. They have outsmarted, outscored, and outmaneuvered hundreds of thousands of the top competitors in their field. Well, today I've had the honor to hand all 90 winners their trophy. And today, you're going to see all 90 city champions battling the best with the magic of the mind in 6 minutes, 21 seconds of intense action. And when that smoke clears, 3 world champions will stand tall as the best in the world.
Now, 90 players have already met that challenge. So far, the players have won these free trips to Universal Studios Hollywood, along with various Nintendo prizes, $250 in gold cash, and the city championship titles.
This week on the Internet Cafe, sex on the web. We'll meet the author of this Salon article, which says that the Internet's porn sites are leading the way in web technology. This is Danny Ash. She used to be an exotic dancer. Now she's an Internet entrepreneur. NerveLink is a literate erotica website that takes a highbrow view of cybersex. You may have read the Ask Isadora column in the newspaper. Now Isadora's advice on sexual problems is on the web. And meet Eva Bunker. She manages oneandonly.com, a website that puts the emphasis on love, not sex. Sex on the web this week at the Internet Cafe.
The Internet Cafe is brought to you by Z Auction, the live online shopping experience. Additional funding from PC Connection and Mac Connection, the catalog and online superstore with PC and Mac products, toll-free technical support, and overnight delivery. And by Windows Magazine, delivering desktop, enterprise, and internet computing news, reviews, features, and how-tos for a Windows world, because the world runs on Windows. Additional funding from SoftSource Incorporated, publishers of Pro-One's Mathematics Tutor in a Box for school year 98-99, including 6 CDs and workbooks.
And now back to Video Power.
What did I tell you? The Power Team rules. How'd you like my boy Quirk? Not bad for a vegetable. Okay, it's time to get the Video Power Edge. Our first tip is from Game Players Magazine for Ninja Gaiden 2 for NES. In Stage 5-2, go for the one-up behind the lower globe. But watch how Ryu glides from one edge to another. Wait until his enemy gets as far away as possible. Then attack. Next up, Revenge of Shinobi for Genesis. Here's the way to get yourself an unlimited supply of shuriken. Select shuriken, now press A, B, and the C buttons as fast as you can. Faster, faster. Keep punching the buttons until the infinity symbol appears under your number of shuriken. All the shuriken a player could want. The trick is fast fingers. Now, at the end of Stage 5, you'll encounter a giant missile carrier. If you want to destroy it, you have to knock out all the flashing red spheres that keep popping up. But be careful. Be very careful. Don't get nailed by the sparks that are flying at you. Jump over them all, and you'll be fine. But timing is very crucial. Okay, so it might not be easy, but if you do get it, you got it. The Video Power Edge. The half hour is almost up, and I gotta get back to my games. But before I go, I want to tell you about the Video Power Bulletin Board. All you have to do is copy the address we're gonna show you at the end of the show and then send stuff in. You know, video game questions, new game suggestions, tips, hints, photos, anything. So I'll see you tomorrow with more Power Team, Video Pinball, and Turtle Tips. That's Video Power. Video Power, P.O. Box 896, Madison Square Station, New York, New York, 10159. Game over.
Your day starts. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Yeah. Yeah.
This is bullshit.
Okay, Doom is going to unlock in 7 minutes. So I got 7 minutes of talking. Till then. 7 minutes of playing Crash Bandicoot.
7 minutes.
I don't know if I'm going to get to that part.
I tweeted about that.
Yeah.
That with his like old Razor flip phone, Crash Bandicoot.
What are you doing here?
He kind of reminds me of my mom.
Got a present.
Yelling at video games?
What is this? The little fox? The fox doing stuff?
That has to be the first time that a
man is depicted as not really knowing anything?
Oh, no, not even that. Just like a character in a game playing a previous game that studio has made.
Except, my best guy. The guy I trust for the job. The only
I don't know. I think that's it.
He's got cold
I couldn't think of another example of that happening.
To begin with. Tell me, this contact of yours, you get the permits?
No, he did not get the permits. Can't no one get the damn permits.
Of course not.
But Nate, don't you see that works in our favor? No permits means no competition. The ship is ours.
No permits means no go.
Nate.
Zoom out. Yeah, it's decrypting. Steam always does that thing where it's fully downloaded, but it's just got to do stuff for a while. Nathan Drake is the Uncharted. Gonna stream Doom tonight? Yes.
Trust me, so should
all the things I just said. I mean, I am about to stream Doom once it finishes decrypting.
Does it?
Wasn't Crash Bandicoot an exclusive? Pretty sure, yeah.
Yep.
That was after Sony had bought Naughty Dog.
But think about it.
It was fun.
It was fun. That was really cool.
Shit.
And really kind of heartwarming.
Really did your homework on that.
Based on how long Naughty Dog has been around and how they've grown.
Down the search area. It would make a hell of a find.
God.
Why?
So I tried to ask about bottle service.
Oh.
Place.
Jeez.
I was curious. I was curious to see like what it would be, when you could show up, what you could do. And I sent a list of questions, and he replied back, "Are you interested in potentially doing this? Here's the list of our prices."
Oh.
And I was like...
They just give you stuff you already knew?
Yeah, and I was like, that's actually not what I asked. I actually sent you a list of questions. So I'd like you to answer those questions before I make a decision as to whether I would actually do this or not. I don't got time for this.
Hey, Kyo. Your name is always fun to say.
One of the stranger things I've collected along the years.
Good night, Mr. Morgan Farts. What is your favorite Doom multiplayer weapon? The lightning gun was really fun.
Spanish doubloon found in a German U-boat.
Does Steph stream? She's been thinking about it.
Who would have thunk?
I worry that no one's gonna give a shit what I have to say. I'm not cool like Lawrence.
I'm not cool either, so...
That's
it all works out.
Drake takes a bullet for Sully. Look at us.
Brindvald, would you make your 3D waifu a 2D waifu? Oh, that's dangerous. That's a dangerous question. The answer, of course, is no. I love Steph just how she is.
Shambhala. Miss you, pal.
Aw. Let's see here. Iron Wang wants you to know that you could talk about makeup and her and Brittany would listen to you for hours.
But isn't the cool part of everybody sharing about how great makeup is, just in general?
Yeah, but you can lead the conversation. You can inspire people and answer questions.
I think if I actually showed people me attempting to do smoky eye makeup, they would all laugh at me for hours, and it would be a really great comedy show. You
don't think you're good at smokiness?
Oh God, no. No, I kind of look like a raccoon, or potentially I got into a really great fight. So, it's something that I would like to actually get better at.
Well, you can do that on stream. Aw. You can't look at his bro.
Yeah. Thanks for nothing, St. Dismas.
Steph could show me how she does that stuff with her hair. That would be mesmerizing. Oh, hey, great Radsby. Got a lot of papers to write? Oof. Somebody said they saw my name on a box. I wasn't paying attention. Commander can't even put on mascara. The people need you, Steph. Clearly.
But I don't use mascara anymore.
Oh.
No, this was a crazy ride.
Because I'm a crazy, insane lady that it almost kind of enjoys my forced nap.
Another lifetime, Chloe.
I don't remember reading that.
I guess you didn't read it.
God damn it.
I like that at least they remembered that Chloe existed.
Fuck.
I mean, I always really like that they went back to Elena in Uncharted 3, and that he's still with her now.
God.
Even if he's got his own problems.
I don't remember that either.
His little belt buckle! Remember his belt buckle? You don't wear it no more.
God damn it.
This shirt isn't only half tucked.
We were so busy pretending to shoot things and laughing at other stuff.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet.
That
Here we go.
I didn't see those two things and fucking picked them up.
Hey Sutton, working on a slideshow, huh?
Here they come.
No problem.
Surrounded. Bullseye.
Just baked a shit ton of brownies and blondies for a Tails party tomorrow. What's a Tails party? Worried about spoilers? I'm not very far into the game, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Take that.
Go play Tree of Sate, or what is that? Tree of Savior. I'm not familiar with that one.
Plastic.
How about a cooking stream? Does she cook or like to cook?
Bring it.
Steph, do you like to cook?
I do, although I'm very weird in the fact
You
that
like making desserts.
I like baking.
Yeah.
Which is, it's funny because cooking is an art and baking is a science. And because it's exact. You have to be very exact. You can't be like, I'm gonna add a little bit more flour to this because I think no, because then you're just gonna fuck up the recipe and this is not how it's supposed to be. Which is also why I like cross-stitching more than I like embroidery. Because you count exactly how many stitches, and if you follow the directions, it will look exactly like your pattern. Whereas you can be a little bit more freehand when you do embroidery or things like that.
Alright, a baking stream. Just us mixing things and then putting some... Oh, that's the thing that has my name on it. Just us putting things into the oven. Oh, you don't drink, Ratsby? You don't have to. Missed an enemy. Yeah, a Tails party like a furry thing? Or I've never heard that term before. Although apparently we're going to a drag show with unlimited cocktails.
Oh man, I'm so excited.
Exactly.
And we're going to be the queen. We got the queen VIP package.
Queen BIP?
No, VIP.
Aw, they missed a good pun.
I know, but they... So, because Kate sent me an image of it and said, clearly, we are VIP queens, and we need to do this. And also, it includes a photo session. We have priority seating. Some sort of, like... Something else that was special, and then the thing that's the most important. Free open bar.
Can I... I have no special desire to be in a photo session.
With the drag queens?
Yeah, and it's not because they make me uncomfortable, it's because I don't care.
Well, no, I know you don't. I know.
And
you don't,
I
you
want
don't have
them to
to
be like,
care.
woo, woo, you're no fun, woo, and I'm like, I'm just here to get drunk. So I don't want to like be a buzzkill.
Do drink.
I'm still not gonna like rub asses. I don't care.
No,
Like
you don't have to rub asses or do anything else. It's okay.
I don't know.
Nobody's gonna ask you to do that.
They will though. They'll be like, oh, you're not getting excited enough. Like, I don't give a shit that you look like a woman. I don't care. I just want to get drunk.
We were up there a long time.
So I don't want a sassy drag queen to lay into me just because I'm just standing there being quiet.
Hey, would you mind grabbing
well,
the
if
food?
anything,
Just wrap it up.
Kate is the person who is very much more excited that she's going to get photos with people.
All right. Well, I'll let
So
Kate
it's a
do all that.
show, but it's like you get to go up and have like particular photos done, and that's what Kate wants. So Kate is going to get her pictures taken.
All right.
Which that's fine.
Ooh, I think Doom's ready. Hope those queens read the shit out of Lawrence. What does read mean? You're super on the money about people not understanding the difference between not carrying and actual malicious feelings. Yeah, Jose, that's what I'm kind of paranoid about. I don't want because I'm not being festive in the way that they want me to be misinterpreted.
You know,
I guess maybe in that regard I am a little defensive.
Full of typos, but that's what editors are for, right?
All right, well this is actually a pretty awesome scene, but you guys don't get to see it. Ha! It's just me going to the event or all the house crew. Nope. Well, I mean it's me and my girlfriend and a mutual friend. Okay, gotta take the stream into BRB mode again for a little bit while I move some things around. So I'll be back in just a second. I have not played DOA Extreme 3. I'm not sure I want to. Man, Dead or Alive Extreme. Yeah, it's right before Crash Bandicoot. Dead or Alive Extreme is a boring, dumb game. Not a good game. Whereas, like, Senran Kagura is actually kind of a fun game. And has big old boobs on top of it. Yep, I gave you blue eyes instead of blue balls. So we'll be back in just a second. See you guys then.
Live from Universal Studios Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Terry Lee Torok.
Woo! Yeah! You ready? Woo! Thank you. I don't get this at home. Welcome to Universal Studios Hollywood. This is the playing field of the future. The unprecedented... Less than 20 seconds to play. Oh, walls come down for Jason Orlando, but he's holding on to an excellent score. Nervously fidgeting along the way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1. That is time. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. The final round of the 1990 Nintendo World Championships. Woo! The field narrows from thousands of the hottest Nintendo players in the United States down to just 21. Not for the big prizes, not for the money. We're doing it for fun. We're doing it for Mario.